Hey, it's Scott, and we're talking about marketing for record labels. This is part of a big series, and I've included some of my things that I like to do or I hope to do leading up to an album release. And I've included that in a checklist that you can get at otherrecordlabels.com/marketing. It's a free checklist. You can go grab that right now. Now, listen, I want to talk about how to do content inventory. This is a term that is new to me in just the past couple of months from my friend Jamie Coletta, who teaches a module in our online course, and she runs a music publicity company called No Earbuds, and she came up with this term and taught it to me, and I think it's really interesting. What does it mean? It's kind of a weird term, but it means that we need to create this central location, and this is my first tip, creating a central location, usually Dropbox or Google Drive or something like that, a central location where we keep all of our assets or content. And so basically you're doing an inventory of all the promotional content that you have to promote an upcoming single or to promote an upcoming album. And so number two, what's included in that? You would put artist photos, and of course you want to tag those with the photographer's credit, and they need to be high res. Speaking of high res, you also want to include the album cover in high res and maybe a small res version, any promotional banners that you're going to use, pictures and product pictures of the vinyl or the cassette or the CD. Also include MP3s and waves, music videos, behind the scene photos, every single thing that you and the artist has collected since the recording process started for this album or this single. Put it all into one big folder and do an inventory of everything you have, and then schedule it for release and say, okay, we're not just going to give everything on one day. If we have 2 months leading up to the album release, then we need to release a music video this week, and then maybe on the weekend we're going to release some photos from a photo shoot, and then maybe next week some behind the scenes or in studio video, et cetera, et cetera. So do a content inventory. Number one is keep it in a central location that has access to the press can have access to it, or at least the band and the band's manager and you and other people on the label. Include stuff like your MP3s, your waves, your photos, your videos, and all that stuff. And the final thing I want to say about content inventory is start early, really early. And this is Jamie's point, and she talks about it in our course, and it's really, really helpful. But start super early to do a content inventory or to start compiling your content, going all the way back to the recording phase. So when your band is in the studio recording an album, and maybe that album is going to be a year away from releasing, no big deal. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you are taking photos of them in the studio. Maybe if they have extra time, they can record like a Christmas song while they're in the studio, or they can record a live off the floor acoustic version of one of their new songs that you could release. Maybe you film them or bring in a film crew to film them recording a song start to finish. Maybe you could do some interviews from in the studio. And then if they're rehearsing for their tour or they're going on tour and they're taking behind the scenes photos, all of this stuff should be compiled and kept in a Dropbox, and it will help you promote the record. Because all we can do if we don't have this content is we can say, check out our new release, or check out this new album, and that's not enough. So it's really great to have lots of stuff that we can do to always kind of keep the new single or the new album on the top of mind of our fans and hopefully some new listeners. I hope you found this helpful. Content inventory is new to me and it's kind of cool. It's something I've sort of been doing without knowing it, and maybe you have as well. Go to otherrecordlabels.com/marketing to get my free marketing checklist. Thanks for watching.